but really quick.
All right.
There's a couple of guys that want to say hi in the studio.
Seriously? All right.
Say hi, and I'm not going to call them the boys of Hanson because I think they want to punch me already for saying that a couple of times. The men of Hanson. Yes, they're here. Taylor, Zach, and Isaac say hi.
The men of Hanson. Wow. Now we sort of need to... Good to see you.
You guys should do a calendar.
I'm so excited. I'm coming to House of Blues tonight.
You are amazing.
Fantastic.
Great. You clearly have amazing taste in music.
She clearly does.
I've been a fan since you started out.
That's so cool. Well, awesome. Thanks so much. We're going to have a lot of fun today.
Are you coming to the walk earlier in the day by chance?
No, I wish I could. I have to work.
Yeah, I figured that much, but I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, he's got that was called a quick cross promote right there. That
you
was
know
perfect.
what? If you're going to leave work for a reason, then the walk is a pretty good excuse.
Yeah. Hey, Jessica, thanks for the call, love. Hang on.
Right?
3 o'clock.
Yeah, that's 3 o'clock. We'll explain what the walk's all about.
You know what? Let's do that right now. So obviously, thanks, Jessica, for jumping on. She's going to see Hanson tonight. You guys are performing at the House of Blues, which is one of our most fun venues right now in downtown San Diego.
It's a great place.
Now, let's talk about the walk really quick. Let's get that info out of the way. Take the Walk campaign. Now, this kicked off in 2007. What is your affiliation? Is this your guys' charity?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what was the idea?
Well, I mean, we basically went to Africa in 2006. Not as Hanson. We went because we were inspired by some friends of ours that started a small business, and they were donating a technology they had to a research hospital in South Africa. And when we went there, what we took away was you've got this huge statistics of HIV, AIDS, and extreme poverty, kind of overwhelming issues in sub-Saharan Africa, places like South Africa and Mozambique and Kenya. Wow. And so basically we came back and we said, God, everybody gets frozen. So let's talk about connecting with specifically HIV, AIDS, and poverty, the way they play together, because it connects with a lot of young people, a lot of people that are parents, that are having kids, the next generation. And so we do these 1 mile barefoot walks. We walk
1 mile barefoot walks.
We walk every day, every show. At 3 o'clock, come join us. We walk barefoot. The reason we walk barefoot is...
So we meet at the House of Blues at 3 o'clock?
Front of House of Blues. Barefoot. Just come on. You don't need your shoes.
I mean, you can come with shoes. You just take them off when we walk.
It's like when you get into the jumpy. You know, like your friend has a birthday party and they have the jumpy and everyone takes their shoes off and they line them up outside and they get inside.
It's exactly like the jumpy.
Yeah.
Basically, what you do is you do this 1 mile walk with us. It's actually really cool. We get to talk and
wait. So everybody just gets to meet you and talk to you. And
they
walk
do.
With you?
They do. Yeah. But the main thing is what we tell our fans is, and it's not just fans that go. I mean, basically, we feel like we've been sponsored by getting to be here. So we're sort of we act as the sponsor. We donate $1 for everybody that comes. And the point is, we'd rather people start by walking, and then we ask people to give a little bit of money. And you know, the whole idea of like, hey, pull out your wallet and give to this cause, like, you know, right out of the back. That's not really the point. The point is to connect.
Too many
with this
people are
mission.
doing that right now. Too many people are asking for that.
Sure.
Well, and it's really, I mean, what we're trying to do is have somebody have this really simple and tangible experience. You connect with poverty in a pretty real way when you take your shoes off and walk down the streets of any city. What basically we do is we donate specifically to tangible needs. We donate to a small group that drills wells, a small group that provides medicine to young women that have HIV. We support Tom's Shoes, who we've been partners with for years.
He's great.
I
mean, there's just a lot of
schools as well.
The whole point is to really take all that huge, overwhelming stuff and bring it down to something really very real. And we've been doing it for a long time, and it's
perspective.
Awesome
and anytime I interview anybody, especially in the celebrity world that's gone over and gotten perspective in those countries, you come back and it really changes you guys forever.
Oh, well, the kind of poverty that we see in the United States doesn't even compare to the kind of poverty that you see on a regular basis in places like Africa, places like, frankly, Indonesia and other places around the world. There are a lot of areas that, you know, we're just not used to seeing that kind of thing.
It's not about guilt. It's about feeling empowered by what you have.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it. Well, the information's takethewalk.net. Remember, takethewalk.net.
.neck.
Not neck. We're not in the South.
.neck. Right. Sounds like, you know, .neck.
That's 3 o'clock today. More with Hanson. You guys are family men now. We're going to find out everything next. Stop trying to have dirty conversations with Hanson, Delana, right now.
It wasn't me.
Holy crap. Star 94.1, Jesse Lozano in the morning. Did you hear the off-air conversations Delana has?
She said hookup. It wasn't my fault. It's just where that goes.
That's where it always goes.
Especially early in the morning, I guess.
Right.
Or late at night, or most
and these
times
boys
during the day.
These guys, gosh,
Men.
boys.
Men.
These gentlemen have a long day today. Hanson live in studio tonight. They'll be at the House of Blues. We just talked about their great campaign, takethewalk.net. If you're one of those people meeting them out at 3 p.m. today, cool. If you're not, you might want to if you're a huge fan, because it's only a mile barefoot. And
it's a good time.
we'll get into that.
Actually.
Yeah. So can we get into some other stuff and find out how the heck you guys have been?
Yeah, well, we got just ask away.
So
6 albums in, world tour.
No.
traveling. Come on.
21 years as a band.
10 kids between the three of you.
We like
That's
to not.
where I want to go.
We like to not count them collectively.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I am not responsible for his kids or his kids.
Okay.
Actually, he's not responsible for his own kids.
Yeah, I mean, my wife is responsible for them. That's why I'm gone.
Thankfully, they're still alive. Otherwise,
Now, wait, because you do have, I mean, you guys are so close and you have so many kids now and you guys are just, your families are growing. Is there a sense that someday we're going to put together a Hanson version 2, like the Jacksons, you know? I mean, like, why?
The point is, we were never put together, and
Well,
so
I guess, right?
we were never arranged. So this was not an arranged marriage.
Engineered.
Yes.
You know what? That is so true.
We would not impose that on our kids. But I will say that there's definitely a lot of musicality.
I was going to say, is anybody talented already doing it?
What do they sing at home?
There's guitar, there's vocals, there's little
all
drumming,
all kinds of stuff.
Mine are the oldest, so they've actually started music lessons. I think these guys are just sort of just facing that.
My 6-year-old and 5-year-old are starting to
My
get into
son
it.
might be a geologist, so I'm not sure. It's
Okay.
I like
He
rocks.
collects rocks.
he likes rocks and
I'm a rock star, really.
bugs and
I love rocks.
dead animals.
So you guys have done so much in the past few years. It's so great to know you guys. Your album is out. The new album's called Anthem. That hit stores June 18th, 2013. But where can I pick up some hops? You guys' beer.
Oh, yeah, the beer.
Well, I mean,
Now, first of all, how does that come together? Because now you see a lot of celebrities. You got Diddy's got his vodka and everybody. How does that first phone call work when you're like, we're going to have an alcohol?
Well, I mean, we like beer particularly. I guess more of a whiskey guy as well. But I mean, first of all, with the album, you've got this, this opportunity to connect music and beer. I mean, music and beer, you've got a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
every time.
So,
Music,
I mean,
beer, there's always been women at Hanson shows.
there's some ladies there. So, yeah, I mean,
The three components.
there's no issues with those two things making for a good thing. But basically, we've always followed our passion. We've run our own record company for over 10 years, and we started talking about things that would be fun. And our band hit 21 this year, and we thought, well, I mean, if we're going to get this idea going, might as well launch it when we're turning 21 as a band.
Yeah.
You do know you're in the biggest craft beer city in the world, right?
This is a
Diego
huge
is
town
the
for that.
city.
Yeah, you've
Okay.
got Stone,
All right.
who actually we were talking to those guys yesterday.
Yeah.
And so basically we decided to develop this thing. It's totally from the ground up. It's a grassroots. It's a real small craft beer company. We're not just selling our name to somebody and putting a sticker on it that says, "Hey, this is Hanson's beer." It is called, drum roll, it's called Hops.
I love it.
And if you're gonna, it's a pale ale. Yeah, it's really flavorful.
You donate to charity, right?
Well,
$1 to charity?
There's a couple different things. Yeah, I mean, one of the things is we talked about Take the Walk. So 10% of the net proceeds go to support the clean water well drilling component of Take the Walk, which is cool. We feel like it takes the guilt out of going out and drinking.
That is hilarious. Yes.
Honey,
what were you doing last night?
I was raising money to drill clean water wells.
Yeah, he comes home and he's like, "Hey, thanks. Hi, honey. What's wrong with you?" "I was donating all night. Just donating, taking the walk."
Water.
It is. I mean, it is obviously. We were just talking about it. We're very serious about the cause, but I mean, we like to not take it too seriously.
No,
when you think about, you're combining these different things, and we've always felt like what we do, we want what we do to be an engine for the other things we're passionate about. So if you can take something as sort of, it's about having a good time beer, but you can also do some good with that. And in addition, you can also, all the beer has a little QR code on it, so you get a song, you can scan it.
Oh, see, I love that kind of stuff.
But the main thing is it's about great beer. I mean, it's a really great beer.
How do we get it though?
It's going to start showing up. I mean, all the state laws are kind of crazy, but you're going to hopefully be able to order it online starting next month, and then it'll start to show up in different states.
Now, I know you guys have people that when you guys are coming up with decisions and going in directions like this, they steer you in the right path, connect you probably with the right people. Is
no,
there,
not actually. We have to.
You really do make all the phone calls and the groundwork? I mean,
we've got an awesome little team, but we pick up phones.
Does anyone say, "Hey, hey guys, that first check is going to be nice. When you come out with your own alcohol, it is going to feel nice.
What they say is, and what you say to yourself is, that check is going to be like 5 years from now because we have to go start a beer company.
Right,
exactly.
How much? Let's see.
It's going to be in red ink.
Yeah,
exactly.
But the thing is, there is so much. I mean, we're talking about selling songs, and truth is, people don't have the same respect and value for buying songs, and they're downloading them and streaming them. And blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
which I want to ask you about that in a second too.
You can't stream or download a beer.
You cannot. To be connected with your favorite band and get a little buzz, that's kind of nice.
If you can download beer at some point, then we are going to have some serious addiction problems.
We have to warn the drinking audience beforehand. It is 7.5% alcohol.
Hello.
This is a
Come to Mama.
manly beer. This is a hearty beer.
Let me get Alejandra on the phone in Imperial Beach. Hey, Alejandra, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
You're on with the fellas from Hanson.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. I just wanted to tell you that my sister is like the biggest fan ever.
Cool.
And she's going to go to the concert tonight. So.
Does any...
Awesome.
Sorry.
Well, we'll look forward to
Thank you
seeing
very
her.
much. It's
See you,
nice to
Alejandra.
talk to you. Thank you very much.
All
Love
right.
you, sweetheart. Take it easy. Does anyone ever say, hey, you guys, I'm your most mediocre fan ever? Because everyone is your biggest fan ever, right? Does everyone be like, hey, you guys, I'm like...
I'm
kinda
convinced
like you.
that,
That would actually be amazing.
I'm a pretty big fan. I don't really like you that much, but
Yeah.
I like that one song.
You guys are all right. You go.
Yeah.
They show up to your show. Who's opening for you guys? Oh, them. I love them.
I'm so glad I
You guys are
came
okay.
early so I could see them
I'm
and not have to
convinced
watch your whole
that
show.
Really, as a nation, we have a real body image problem because everyone is our biggest fan. I'm like,
Right.
you're normal size.
That's funny.
People, that's not really. I would say that's an overused statement. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Now tell me this. And I had this conversation with you guys when you first walked in because when I first started radio, you guys are really doing your thing, and I interviewed you a couple times. And one thing I did not include in my interviews back then was, hey, what's your Twitter? Do you have a Facebook?
Yeah,
it was like MySpace was just coming on the scene, but the world hadn't changed yet because of social media.
No.
So now that you guys are celebrating 21 years together, how much different are things when it comes to that part of what you guys do?
Well, I mean, connecting with your fans is always going to be true. I mean, connecting with your audience is the thing that you have to do. But when we first came out, I mean, MySpace didn't even show up until our third record.
Wow, exactly.
And so our band was really one of the first bands, purely because of the age that we all were, that actually developed a website and developed a web community.
Doesn't that sound weird?
When our first album came out, the Hanson website was
It does.
was the number
Did you
2
say
music
that
website in the world. Period.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hanson's website.
Did you say that in sort of a crotchety kind of, we're the number
Back in the day, MySpace didn't even exist until our third album.
I was walking
Careful,
4
Tay.
miles in the snow, tapping in, listening to my modem go, America Online was the biggest thing since sliced bread.
Isn't that sad that it changed so fast like that?
Yes.
Who's the big
Life is like that.
who's the biggest tweeter right now? Who jumps on Twitter and tweets all the time?
Ike's the biggest twit. Does that count?
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I love the tweeting, Twitter, twat. It's just these words that if you
okay.
mentioned it to someone 10 years ago, you'd be like, what are you talking
You,
about?
you don't want to get that confused with twerking.
Yes.
Also.
That is true.
You promised not to say that word again.
After the new year.
Oh, okay.
Wow, so he gets 4. Wait, so you guys are done with the word twerking?
Well, I'm totally done. Someone said, hey, I know it's a little early, but what's your New Year's resolution? And mine is to never, ever say that ever
word.
again.
That's funny, guys, because we were going to ask you to twerk today for video
We're
for
gonna have-
the websites.
I don't
Are you
respond to
up for
that,
it?
but if
Isaac's
you
like,
would like
no.
to say just shake your butt like a stripper, then that really communicates more.
Hey, can I ask you about that? Because you guys, I mean,
Shaking your
Imagine you have rattlesnake stuck in your pants.
that's what? That's exactly what it is. Hoot.
Yes.
Exactly what it
This
is.
is not exactly what I thought it would be. The
this
interview with Hanson.
No, this isn't an interview. This is called no. This is called hanging out with Hanson.
Okay, all
This is not an interview. So let me go there then, because you guys are dads now. Except you're rock stars, so you still maintain a sense of youth. Do you see a Miley Cyrus do what she did and still go, "Yikes, that was intense"?
You know what? I'm actually personally, was not shocked by that.
Sure.
And I
it's
think,
MTV. It's the VMAs.
No, I mean, look, we got a few years ago it was Britney and Madonna making out on stage. I mean,
right.
Their whole thing is MTV. Let's go shock you.
Yeah.
And in some ways, I actually thought it was interesting how freaked out people were. I thought it was gross, and I thought it was tacky as hell.
Right.
But from the point of view of everyone freaking out about this, honestly, I just think maybe finally it just pricked a little bit of just pure like, wow, we've really gone that far because this is a girl that was on Disney, like truly on Disney, like just a minute ago.
Yeah.
And for her to be that off the rails. I mean, I'm just surprised that so many people are up in arms about it. They're like, oh, this is such a big deal. Like, guys, you've all been encouraging this process.
Don't you forget,
we've been running towards this line like we can't wait to get there.
Sure.
And all of a sudden we're freaking out about
it. It's almost like every year there's something like that.
It is.
At this point, it's like MTV's just planning. It's like, hey, Miley, could you,
do you think they do that now? Let me ask,
do you think they do that? No discussion. Yes.
So that's happened. Now, has that happened to you guys? Have you been in a situation where you're backstage?
We like our clothing, and we don't really want to share our goodies with anybody.
Did they ask you to lick anything, though? Like a sledgehammer or whatever?
Yeah, because MTV Networks is known for pushing people to the edge and then turning on the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was my theory was there was someone backstage who took Miley aside and said, okay, I have like 3 ideas for your performance. They're going to sound nuts, but trust. Just do these weird things. You're going to take the foam finger. Zip it up and down, homeboy, a little bit. Like, I feel like someone encouraged her to do that because I felt like she was looking for the bits in her head that she had to do as previously planned.
I think she is somebody that has been very successful for a long time and does not have a whole lot of perspective on where she stands next to the rest of the world. Mm-hmm. But you know, I think in a way, it's kind of to me, it's more embarrassing how like up in arms people have been. I'm so shocked. You know what, guys? You've been waiting for this to happen. Everyone's been encouraging it to happen.
I disagree.
Come on, train wreck.
The foam finger is an American icon. We do not defile the foam finger.
Thank you for pointing out that important fact.
I would agree with her.
Right?
I would agree with her.
There you go.
That foam finger. I mean, that is a sacred American icon.
At least.
I wish I could have you guys in here all day.
I want to wear the foam finger.
We would end your day.
Foam cheese hat sort of stand.
That's awesome.
In relation to each other.
Like a hybrid. Exactly. All right, so it's your choice. Hanson live in studio. You can see him tonight at the House of Blues. Tickets are still available. You can meet him out front of the House of Blues San Diego at 3 p.m. to help them take the walk for clean water and find out more about that at takethewalk.net. Obviously, their album released June 18th. Go pick up Anthem. Hops, hopefully in store very soon. Holy crap, you guys became the plug train. There's so much to plug now.
You know, there's so much to cover. We can just keep on rolling, man. We actually have, and let me add something else, a new live DVD called Anthem Live in New York that comes out.
Nice.
It's on our website right now. It's a massive DVD. It's 27 songs.
You can get a copy of our new Hansonopoly board game.
No, you do not.
Yes, we do.
This Christmas,
Really?
Hanson's Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Book. Are you being serious about all that?
Yes.
That's awesome. You guys are killing it. Can anyone go? I mean, what are your Twitters, your Facebooks? I know that people probably want to see the kids. Do you guys ever post them up?
When people
you ever share?
If you want to see the kids, you're going to have to become a creaper with a telephoto lens. And let me warn you, I mean, I have a sign at the front of my a yard that says, if you can read this, you're within range.
Well, it is Oklahoma.
Okay, well, you know what? How about this? Give our kids some love for us. Tell them we said hi.
Yeah. If anybody wants to follow us on social media, it's all Hanson Music. So Twitter, Hanson Music, Facebook. And our kids are awesome, but no, you cannot meet them.
Roger that.
It was kind of nice that you want to say that, but it was kind of creepy.
Maybe we could have a barbecue.
It wasn't like I wanted to hang, but
just like
everybody wants to see your kids.
Hanson called you creepy, Jesse.
I don't know how to take that.
That's the promo today? Is that the promo?
I really want to see your children.
Calling me creepy?
Why do you want to see my children?
Yeah, I meant, you're right. You guys, Hanson, live in studio.
Totally nice comment that we just made awkward.
I'm sweating a little bit. House of Blues tonight, the Hanson live in studio. You guys absolutely rule.
Thanks for having us.
Please come and hang out with us next time you're in town.
Absolutely.
And we will not make you get all showered and dressed up because you guys came ready this early in the morning, and I appreciate it.
Well, we thought about coming in the buff, but we didn't think that would go over very well.
There's a handful of girls in here. Yeah, it could have been fine.
Who here likes to spend their days catching waves, feeling the sand between their